Well, I just spent all that time on my introductions. Apologies, I forgot to turn my mic on. Hope you can hear me now. I think you can. Anyway, had fun with Pitty Penny this morning for her birthday, and for this evening, I'm going to be using this birthday present that I bought for myself from Whimsy Stamps. I love their funny stamps. I just think they're hilarious. So, I think I'm going to start by making a flat card and doing some masking. Okay, good. Yeah, sorry about that. This stamp set is called What the Cluck. And down in my description box, there's an affiliate link, and there's a one-time 5% off code. If you put that in when you're checking out, you get 5% off. So, but it only works once with your account. So let's get out my stamps and get started. Aren't those chickens great? And I love chickens anyway. You guys know that. Chickens are my thing. They're my thing. I don't know why I don't have any chickens. I would if I could. Definitely. Okay. So I'm going to get out my stuff that I make masks with. Let's see, is this piece? Okay, I'm going to need a second piece. Hang on. So anybody that's not seen my channel or doesn't know, this is just Cricut transfer tape vinyl. And I use it to make masks because it makes a nice flexible mask and it's cheap. And it's easier, to me, it's easier to cut out than like the Masking Magic, which works fine. I have no problem with it. And somewhere on my channel, I have in my quickies, I have a masking 3 ways that does show how to do it this way. Hi, Jay. I napped too. Hi, Glow. Hey, Paula. Hey, Maddie. Hi, Rebecca. What's that, Jay? Wait. He asked me if they were cluckers. They're definitely cluckers. So I take this, and it doesn't like to stick well to the, well, nothing really likes to stick to it anymore. Maybe I should clean it real quick. It's full of probably embossing powder. So it's kind of lost its sticky. You got to clean them once in a while. And the black will never come off, but that's okay. Now maybe it'll be stickier. I'm still going to use a magnet though, because I don't want it to move on me. Not that it's going to, but I like it to sit flat when I'm stamping on it. And I'll take my little chicken, and I am going to put my magnet on, because as soon as I lift up my chicken, it'll lift up, I promise, because my chicken's going to be sticky. I lied. I'm a liar. Liar. Scroll back down. Hey, Amalia. Yeah, love me some chickens. Funny ones especially. But serious ones are okay with me too. I like to use archival for this, and there's no really real reason other than actually what works best is stays on, but not everybody has stays on. And that's only because it dries super quick. But we're not too worried about it drying. Just want to make sure I get my lines nice. I'm not going to press too hard because I don't want it to smush out because I'm going to be cutting it out. So that's fine, just like that. I'll just clear my stamp off here. Do not drop on the floor. And I can take him out for a minute. And then I take the second piece and peel it apart. Magnets are hard to move. And I'll just, it doesn't have to match up, but it's nice if it does. And I'll just lay this piece on there, and then I'll cut the whole thing out, and then I have a nice slippery mask. Oh, that magnet's trying to grab my scissors. I mean, my tweezers. Let go. But the thing I like about using this stuff, bubbles aren't a big deal, is that when you're cutting it, like sometimes with paper, when you're trying to get in a small area like that, the paper, will tear on you, and this stuff doesn't. Crafty lies. Yes. Hi, Chow. Yeah, I got my old people nap today, and so I'm a happy camper. I wasn't going to because I had stuff to do, but I just said, you know what? Be nice. Be nice to tea. So I can see I need to cut this egg out because it's kind of separate. So I'll go ahead and cut it out first. Let me just get a tidy tray so I don't lose it, because I will, because it's so small. Oh boy. Oh, everybody's typing too fast for you, Rebecca. So I'm cutting along the line, not outside the line, just right along the line. And small stuff like this is hard to cut out for me anyway, because I have big hands. Comes with being 5'10". It's hard to keep hold of that little itty bitty egg and cut a straight line or a curved line or whatever. But perseverance, friends, perseverance, determination, luck, all of the above. There we go. There's my egg. And that's one. See, I could cut that whole thing off and you could just be blowing off a, you know. Now these little black lines here, oops, I should stay in camera. These little black lines here, I'm not going to worry about those because they're black. And they will be black when I stamp them out. But I want to show you, like in a tiny little area like this, where the leg is itty bitty, when you turn your scissors, your paper doesn't, get funky like it does with paper because it's plastic. And so it kind of just stays with the program. But I am cutting right along this line. You don't have to do all this, you can work around it. And actually, I don't know if Whimsy Stamps has masks for these, but for a lot of their products, they have these little masks. I have some for some Halloween cats, and they're ready-made masks. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Kenzie. Did I say hi to you, Jay? If I didn't, hi. You know me, I'm kind of forgetful. This will take the longest, but I can use this mask so many times. Just clean it off. It's all these little ziggy-zaggies that are ziggy-zaggy, ziggy-zaggy, oi, oi, oi. I don't know if anybody remembers or recognizes that. The men in my life used to like to watch this show called The Man Show, which was a horrible misogynistic television show, but they thought it was hilarious. So whatever. Guys and their weird humor. But they used to say that cheer before they would guzzle down a beer. And they were always like drinking beer out of big old steins and stuff. Thunderstorm downpour. Lucky, lucky, lucky. It's got hot here again. Oh, my friend Chow was telling me it's 100 degrees where she is. Nope, no thank you. You can keep that. Although it will be here too, but since I live in the south, it won't be actually 100. It'll just feel like 100 with the humidity. So see, I'm holding right here and I'm not worrying about this breaking off, which is something you would worry about. And I mean, typically you could just separate this, but with this plastic the way it is, it just stays intact. Unless I cut it off, it could happen because that's a tiny little space. But there, that's over. That part's over. Got another tiny little leg to go here, and then the rest is cake, so to speak. Well, I told Mike he had to get me lemon cake for my birthday tomorrow. He said I had to go with him. Because I had the nerve to say, don't get me that stupid loaf cake. It's terrible. I know you guys know the one I'm talking about. It's almost like a pound cake. It's in loaf shape. And supposedly it's lemon, but it's just not. It's just not. I see a tiny little spot there. It needs to come off. Hey, Pam. Second Pam. So tomorrow with Dawn Live, I'm going to be doing an unboxing because I got some happy mail from Dawn. Some really cool stuff, but I only looked at it briefly before I laid down for my nap and decided that I would unbox and oogle at it tomorrow before we start gelling. Well, Dawn might be gelling, but see, this is another tiny little space with regular paper or mint tape. You're going to have to worry about it tearing off, but I'm not. See? So I don't know what'll take longer, cutting the mask or coloring the chicken, which I haven't decided yet what colors I want her to be. She looks a little bit old to me to be shooting out eggs, but you know, who am I to judge? There's a itty bitty little space in here that I'm going to try and get. So it's worth the investment if Whimsy Stamps carries the mask for these. I know they have dies, but it's different. Masking is different than cutting out dies. Because for me, if I cut out the die, I'd still have to cut off all the edges because I don't like them. We're getting there, friends. Yeah, happy birthday, Mail. 62. Kenzie, oh, you're in Canada, aren't you? I think you're in Canada. This almost looks like a rooster, um, which would be kind of weird. Almost there, friends. Stay inside the line, T. In case you guys haven't noticed, I'm extremely patient. With some things, not everything. Let me just qualify that. Yeah, I was thinking I'd make it a red chicken. I have to remember what the tail seems to me, even on a Rhode Island red, the tail feathers are more blacks and purples and stuff that I recall. We'll just wing it. No pun intended. So you can see too that this is, you know, as I'm cutting this out, this is a relatively small image. So we have to do some finagling on our background to pull it all together. Okay, now we just basically have the tail feathers, and they're kind of mostly together, so that's good. It does have like a separation here between the head and the body, which I don't know. Listen, just because I like chickens doesn't mean I know a whole lot about them. I don't. I can look them up in my phone, though. That's the handy thing about the interwebs. Oh, it's been a poor summer. I'm sorry, Kenzie. I would listen. I was just thinking today. Wonder if there's a place where the climate is this, It never gets above, say, 67 and never goes below freezing. I like cold, so we can have snow, but we don't need a bunch of heat. No, thank you. I'm done with summer in July. But listen, and I'm going to just voice a super unpopular opinion here, friends. Pumpkin spice season is coming up, and I absolutely hate pumpkin spice. What's touching me? Nothing. Okay. My foot's tingling because I'm sitting on it, because that's what I do when I do this. I'll typically sit in bed and watch TV or listen to TV and fussy cut images. I don't have a living room anymore, so if I want to watch TV, I have to be in my bed. On my bed. Okay, there. Our mask is done. Thank goodness. Oh, Kenzie, yeah, it's probably because you're Scottish. I guess it is cold in Scotland. I probably would like it, but too much rain, I think, maybe. It could be cold, but it doesn't have to be raining. These are hard to pick up off of this surface. Can't just wipe them off because it's, sticky. Not sticky, but I'm about the apples too, Pam, and the smell of apples and apple cider I'm great with. Just leave me out of the pumpkin spice. Okay, now I have to decide where my chicken needs to be. Let me grab a piece of cardstock. This is some Crafty Critta Stamp and Blend cardstock, which I like to use for alcohol marker coloring as well. So let's just do a little composition. If I put her down over here, then I can put a lot of sentiment up over here, which is kind of what I want to do. So I think I'm going to put them right there. Okay, no, it's going to have to be over here because, yeah. We can have ground here. Okay, right about here. You hate pumpkin spice also? I don't mind, listen, a piece of pumpkin pie with about 4 times its weight in Cool Whip on top. But that's it. One piece. But apple pie, that might need a second stamping. So this will be mostly a totally flat card. And I like to use the Simon Hurley Stellar ink if I'm going to be alcohol marker coloring. Okay, I lost my rag. Here it is. Nice and clean. Yeah, that looks painful. I think I want to do more than one. It depends. And I might do one that it's not, I don't go through the whole masking because that's some pretty, because I like this sleepy looking chicken too with this little smirk. So I asked to get notified when these were back in stock, and it seemed like months. See, I cleaned this and now it's too sticky almost. Yep, you need this set. Yeah, no pecan pie for me either. Um, I like the pecans and stuff. I don't like the jelly stuff in it, the caramely jelly stuff. I don't eat gummies or anything jelly. I'm weird, so sorry. Sue me. So I took that off. It didn't fall apart on me. I am going to do this bottom portion first. So I get it all down here nice and even. Okay. Something stuck when I wasn't ready for it to stick. There we go. And then we need our tiny little egg. Hey, Judy. Yeah, me getting this off of here is tricky. Uh-huh. So I did see a trick that you can do, but I just put my... There we go. And then get that on my tweezers so I can get it going the right direction. There we go. Now I can create my ground. And I don't think I have the wherewithal or stuff to kind of like make it look like she's inside of a coop. So that's what I'm going to not do. I'm going to start with my sky. I probably have a barn stamp, but I think I threw it in my D-stash. I could do it, though. I could grab it out of there. No, it'll take forever. I've got, guys, over there where you can't see, I have a huge box of D-stash that I'm working on getting ready to D-stash. Clear skies. Okay, back to stay on task here, T. Let's do a little bit of masking here, different kind of masking. Hi, Linda. And I'm going to, since I will be trimming this down, I'm going to use this piece of try to get it. This is 4 inches, so oh, I got an idea. Let's grab my little handy dandy T ruler here. And I don't care about the top. All I care about is this side. And that way this will be even. When I cut it off, it'll be even too. Ish, you know, ish. No, I didn't even get it close. Just have to tear a little piece off here and cover that up. So we've got kind of an uneven ground going on. Now that I've done that, I feel like I have to cover this side too. There. All right, let's do this thing. Got my clear skies. This, I think, last I used a super dark blue on, so I'm going to kind of clean it off here on my rag a little bit. Yeah, it's still got a bunch of dark blue on it. And I am trying to make this look broken up so it looks like there's clouds. So right there, I don't want it to be like that right there. Too bad. Not going to blend out. See if I can blend it out by adding more ink. There we go. Okay, so now we've got our little sky area. Now my ground, do I want this to be grass or do I want it to be dirt? I think I want it to be dirt, don't you guys? The sky is falling, you're right. I Yes, Andrea, run. Yes, I bought that stamp set for myself for my birthday. I think I want it to be dirt. And dun, dun, dun. I don't know if I want it to be super dark dirt or more dusty. I think dusty. Let's go. Let me grab this stipple brush here and see what I can get. If I had a dog up here, it would be barking. Is your dog barking at my stippling yet? Giraffe dirt? Yeah, I might add some of that in there for sure. So I'm going for more than one color here. We'll have to add a little bit of shading around that little, that thing. Nest. It's her heart. Okay, we'll do a little grr. Turn this off. We'll come in here with a little giraffe. This is my handmade color. And I do want to tap off with that before I start tapping it onto my dirt because it's very thick. I put way too much ink in it when I made it. It's a learning process, friends. See, that's really dark. One thing handy about it being really dark is the stipple brush works a lot better. It was somebody taunting us with zebras, but I'm pretty sure it was our dear friend Di. All right, let's get another brown in here. Let's go do a light color, and I may have to switch over to, and I think I probably will, switch over to Distress Oxide. Because, or Distressed Ink, whatever. Let's grab. I just want lots of browns in here. Oh, I want a light color is what I wanted, so brush corduroy. I'll have to draw in a couple little weeds. This poor chicken has to live in squalor. Okay. Okay, let's finish this off with some antique linen. I'm just going to spread it around. Same brush, just to kind of darken it down. So, and I may end up going darker with it. I can, if I, color it, take my mask off and I don't like it, I can put my mask back on. No big deal. Okay. Put that back. Put these things back. I'm going to try not to be a sloppy slob today. Took me forever to clean up this morning. Okay. Now I've got my little backer. Pull my mask off. Now these can tear when you're pulling them off in these small spots because now it's, separated from its little backer. I can lay it back down on the backer and then I can just put it right in the package and use it again, but I probably should wipe it off first. Just lay you right back down there. You right over here. Move you because you're wet and you're going to get me dirty. Okay, now we got to decide on the chicken colors. I definitely don't want her white. And this blue is too dark for me. I'm going to change it, but not right now. Hi, Kathy. Thank you. Hi, Jenny. Oh, you fell asleep watching us? Well, I mean, we were there for a long time. You're right. Oh, I need bugs in there, don't I? Oh, now you got me going. So if I make it a red chicken, um, let's start out with YR1 and YR2. And I want something lighter too. Maybe YR, okay, YR1, YR2. I have to remember YR2 is darker. Or YR2 is darker. Two. And let's do Y1. Okay, what did I just say? Okay, YRs. YR2, YR1. Y1. Did I say Y1? Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm going to do the head, those colors. Start there. Oh no! You're getting storms, you lucky bug. So I'm going to fill it in with the lightest color first. And this is small. You wouldn't even have to do any fancy coloring on it if you didn't want to. I'm curious to get the new Ohuhus, but it's gonna be years. Ooh, a pretty envelope too. Oh gosh. Just adding a little shading in down and around the areas that I think need shade. It's weird because this looks darker than this, but this is the darker one. Oops, I got some on the beak. I'm a sloppy slob. Do do do. And I'll blend them all together. No biggie. I'll push it out of the way. What color does the beak need to be, I wonder? Well, I don't care about the chisel tips either. I don't use them at all, but I mean, if there are new colors, I'm there. If it's just a naming convention, then I'm fine where I'm at. Not sure. Not sure about the color here. So I think I want the butt part to be more red. So I'm going to kick this color out and I'm going to go with Y180. Where are you? Lipstick orange. So that's going to be the darkest. This one's going to be the lightest, which is, no, wait a minute. Look at this. This is why I have this swatch sheet. YR1 is the lightest. Okay. Ah, darn it. Sorry about your power. I'm just going to fill it in and then add my shadows and stuff. And then I can add light with pencil. That's how I like to do it. I feel bad coloring right there. Let me just breeze over your little patootie missy here. I'm gonna have to add shade to that patootie though, because obviously. See, it didn't take longer. It took longer to cut out the mask than it takes to color the doggone thing. And I probably just could have colored right over the ink. Okay, here goes. Sorry. I'm not going to make it, give it the resemblance that it has feathers and stuff. That's just too much work. Definitely going to have some shading around there. Throw some shade around her hiney. This should be darker back here. Okay. Right? You learn how to shade a chicken's butt. We have fun. Yeah, definitely have some redder tones going on here. That's what I'm looking for. Love me a red chicken. I think I wanna go this way with it. So you can change your mind mid-coloring, by the way, if you want to. So it makes her rear end look larger. This color is definitely more of a gold tone than the red color there. So I'm not sure I'm going to love it. I may need to add another color. Find out as I blend these out. And this will lighten up. It's just looking dark right now because I probably put the wrong color on. See, it's lightening up around her. I think I do need some of that red in this area too, though, if I'm going to make this fair. Because all's fair in chickens, right? Oh, hi, Teresa. Well, you can do like I do and scrub through the replay. And I do. If I watch a replay, I'm scrubbing through it, to catch the highlights, hopefully. So coloring is weird, but it's also, to me, kind of chicken-like. So let's find it darker. This was YR180. The tail feathers. I found it on here. Now, where is it? There's what, or this, no, this is what. Oh, wait a minute. I think I grabbed the wrong color. That's what happened. I grabbed YR180 when I should have grabbed Y180. I'm a dork. Let me grab that. That's why the red was a little bit red for me. Okay. Let's see if I can remedy this or not. Although I do kind of like the little bit of red, it's not exactly what I was looking for. Okay, this'll fix it. Good grief, T. Get that out of your face. One. Blend these out. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and 180. I don't want her. This could be red though, and it would work perfectly fine, right? Because she just did push something gigantic out of there. Hi, Norma. Did I see Nima come in and forgot to say hi to her? I think I did. That will lighten up. She's definitely a brown chicken. All right, let's get the... I know I grabbed a redder color. Here's my 180. Find it on here. I can never find them again. Okay, there's Y180. So I'm going to need, let's go. E120 is quite a jump. Y210. Not YR, Y. Okay, I might have seen Nima, might not. Okay, so this one I am going to color kind of, you know, a little wacko. Keeping the dark down here. That's not even quite dark enough, but it'll have to do. Not that side. Yeah, I kind of wish that they only had one side to them, to be honest with you, these markers. So I quit opening the wrong end. I have no idea what color to do the beak. I really need to blend this in better. It's just not blended in very well. Anybody have any clues what color? Oh, I should need to color the eyes too. Those are going to be pink, aren't they? kind of red and pink. Orange beaks? I don't know. I have no idea. I know those things are red. Let's do just a little bit of this right here. And this thing should be red. Let me go with some really freaked out red. Let's go R3 and R2. Why did I just color the beak red? Well, guess what, friends? She's having a red beak because I wasn't paying attention. Was not paying attention. Ding dong. Somebody's going to look at this chicken and go, what is that woman doing? She doesn't have a clue. Okay, I need a R1. Yeah, the wattle and the comb are red. I don't think the beak is, but there's nothing I can do about that now because I've already dealt with it. I already made a mess of things. That's because she's squeezing. She's squeezing really hard. Golden beige. Yeah, yeah, I think you're right. I could probably, let's see if it'll work. What's the difference? It's just paper, right? Let's see if I can kind of fix this a little bit. That's a little better. And I want the eyes to be lighter there in the middle. That's R2. Don't use R2, ding dong. Use R3. R1. R1, yeah. Either way. Yes, I can. I can use I can use my zero. I can find them. No, 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 no. Kind of want to lighten this too while we're here lightening things. That's better, huh? Yeah. Oh, the feet. What color are the feet? Let me look it up. Google must think I'm so crazy. What color are chickens' feet? Oh, they're yellow. Gosh, those things are ugly, aren't they? People eat them. Nope, nope. That's a huge nope for me. Okay. Kind of like the color of the beak, probably. Let's start with Y1 and then carry on from there. I think we'll just leave them in one color rather than mess around. The patootie needs to be a little more red. I agree. Not R3. Let's go with R2. All right, you guys. Poor baby. That was mean. You're mean. But there it is. Whoa. Okay. Now that's hay, so let's go with the darker color first. We're pretty monochromatic here. It might be fun to get out. I've got these paints that are like color changing depending on which way you look at them. Wouldn't that be fun? Got a little golden hay nest. Gonna have to add some white ink in here too. Okay, we've got our eggs, which are white, or sometimes they're blue. I don't know if I have a correct blue. It would be almost MG020. I think that'll work. Provided I can find it. I keep my grays in a whole nother place. There it is. Okay, if it's MG020 and then MG030. Where are you, sweetheart? There's 060. I'm sitting here looking for a blue tone, and it may not be a blue tone. MG100. These aren't set in any order. BG. Okay, listen. I swatched it, so I know I have it. So stinking blind. All right, what is MG060? Looks a little bit too dark. Where are you, you little stinker? RG, BG. Seriously, can you guys see it? Brown eggs? I could make them brown. Brown chickens lay brown eggs. Okay, you're right. I'm just bored with brown. But you're right. You're absolutely right. Let's put that away, especially since I can't find the other color. I didn't know that, though, so I really want some lighter color in here. And I know that looks darker, but it's yellow, so it should lighten that area out. I may have just screwed up the whole thing, but that's okay. Yeah, I think they're kind of a reddish brown. Okay, so we'll go with Y180. I know it's here somewhere. Can I say Y180 or YR180? Because remember, I got them both out. Yeah, Y180. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Vicky. Okay, I'm going to use my... I'm just going to kind of spot them. Because if I recall eating brown eggs, they have little different kind of colors in them. Because this is realistic. We're really going to see a chicken looking like that. But you guys, you know. Darker. I think they need to be darker. There's hams all over the place. Yeah, I'm not super happy with my chicken, you guys. That's a me problem. I don't like what I did there. I'm going to see if I can make it a little bit larger and blend it out a little better. Poor chicken. You've just been through it with me, haven't you? Now I'm losing colors. Losing it, friends. Poor little chicken. That's a brownish dang clucking chicken I've seen in a long time. Probably asleep. And that girl stays up all night, I'm sure of it. You're talking about Ginger Pam. Let's see, YR1. I need to blend that all out, kind of. Let's use a... Everything's pretty much the same color on this doggone page. I don't want to leave any white. I'll add my white. Brown eggs. All right, put all these away. There's a lot of you guys that go live at late night when I am like dead asleep or pretty close. All right, let's grab lighten some areas up here. Pencil. See, that's how I was thinking I'd probably fix the beak, is just add pencil instead. You can see here little white spots, little halos. So I need to fix that. And the best way to do that, I think, is going to be with, if I can find it. I probably can't find it, so I'll just grab a little paintbrush. Oh, wait, here's one, I think. So this is a Tombow water marker. And I'll just grab the Clear Skies. And let me grab a wipe off thing. Be like that. And I can just come in and fill that in. This one, its little tip is getting a little fuzzy. I've had it for a while. That's just spots when I was cutting it out. Didn't look at that though. See, I accidentally touched it on there and it made that little mark. It's always the case with me. So because this is water reactive ink, let's just blend that in and make it pretend to be a cloud maybe. This paper is not doesn't love getting wet. It's okay, but oops, right here. See if I could just blend out what's already there. Okay. Hey, good morning, good morning. How are you, Di? Okay, we fixed the beak-ish. I'm gonna have to come in with my black pen and fix around these eyes, give them a little light right here. I'm actually happy with the body now. Now that all the, everything's kind of settled down. Let's go a little bit extra light over here so that they're kind of shiny eggs. And I will add, of course, white pen. And we want some highlights here throughout the hay. Tired and it's my fault. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm still yet to find a white pen that I am happy with. Yeah, see, it won't mark on the pencil at all. I have my Ohuhu brush marker, but they're not opaque enough. And then, maybe I'll use a Posca. Maybe that'll work. See, I like to do my detail work with my pens and pencils versus trying to do it with the alcohol markers because they're fat. Still, her beak is kind of pink, but make these little things, even though they look like you know what. You don't want to know. Let's get a little white going on these feet, even though you can't really see it. We're not putting any white near the you know what. Okay, so I can see a spot here where my pencils, because they have an opacity to them, covered up my black lines. I don't want that. I'm just going to draw them back in. Cricut pens are fabulous. I can't even get over how good these pens are. I've had this one for multiple years and it still works fabulously. And I'm just kind of covering where the lines got covered with pencil because I'm not that nice and neat. Okay. Now, remember I said I didn't like this sky? It was too dark. I think I'll put my mask back on and lighten it up. It's because it, a brand new ink pad, and the ink was just really heavy on there. Patootie hole, what about Pam? Are you secretly have Tourette syndrome? Oh my gosh, I follow this girl on Instagram. She's 22 and she has Tourette's, and she says the most hilarious thing, and she advertises her Tourette's to make it awareness, but you can't help but laugh. She even laughs at it. All right, let's lighten this bad boy up and kind of fix our horizon here a little bit. Come in here with some distress picket fence. Near the bum nut launcher. What? Wait. Help. I have insane people in my group here. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Just stop it. And that's not really helping, is it? I'll have to try a different white ink. This one is not. Is not. Let's try. Oh, yeah. Now, since Alex is back, maybe she will reintroduce her inks because I love these. This one's almost empty, though, I can tell. Just by pushing on it, nothing's gushing out. It's a little bit lighter, but let me try the other one. I found two of them on eBay, and bought them right up. Yeah, that's better. That one was just about out of ink. So this is called Snow Flurries. You have to check with her at, I don't know if she's still Hedgehog Hollow or not. I think I've watched her channel since she came back, but I can't remember. Jenny. Oh yeah, we have these crazy. Oh, you're right. Pan pastel might work. Eggs are bum nuts. Oh, I did not know. Learn something new every day from those Aussies, I'm telling you. Okay, now let's do something here with this horizon. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. Maybe I'm going to pencil it. Yeah, I'm much happier with lightening that up. It was just too dark. It was not realistic looking. What's going on here? Did I lose part of the backer? I guess I did. It's all right. It's laying around here somewhere. Right here. See, that tore, but my mask itself has not torn. Don't you guys think that's better? It's a little bit. You'll learn me some stuff. Okay, we need some shadows under chicken. Let's do I need a clean blending stump. Now, guys, be looking here at my sentiments while I'm doing this and decide, wow, I went long, didn't I? I didn't mean to. Decide what I should say, or what chicken should be saying, I should say. Chicken should be saying. Thank you, Kathy. I'm no artist, but I have fun pretending to be. That looks like Alabama dirt. I think I'm going to need to incorporate more in here. Yeah, that helps it blend out a little better. Now, what to do with this horizon here? I need to do something with it. It looks like a dust storm, huh? I feel like I don't want to make it darker. I want to make it lighter. But I think I will. Let's just draw along here and then draw something new. As if, I don't know, there were more land back behind. And it's kind of hard to draw with these things on pigment ink because they're chalk. See if I can't blend that out a little. Give it a little shape. Like she's on a sandy beach of dirt. Oh, good morning, Michelle. Yeah, I guess you're right, Di. All right, just get a little bit of that land going right here. A little land going over here. Back behind. This is why I'm always saying trust the process, because sometimes you don't know what you're doing and you just do. You do until it's done. Excuse me. Get out of my way. Yeah, that kind of pulls it all together there. I'm much more happier with that. So, did you guys decide what to say here? Like Mother Clucker? Um, Cluck off? Don't be a mother clucker? Don't give a flying cluck? Let me get that where you can actually see it. I feel like the mother clucker is the perfect words. Because that's what I'd be saying if my face looked like that. Hmm. Okay, I see that I need to come over with my pen again. Watch me just go crazy here and mess it all up. Now I lost my pen. Where are you? There you are. See where I lost my black lines again because my mask wasn't perfect. No biggie. Just come right back over it. Now you know why I love this Cricut pen. It behaves itself. Oops, I just touched my face. Oh yeah, and we lost these lines, so we need to get these lines back. Her little airline there, her little swish line. Little red bunghole. Oops. You think the mother clucker? I think so too. What was I looking at right here? Fix that line. Add a little extra line in there. Oops, these little lines too got buried out. She was pushing, man. Pushing. Okay. Stamping. Maybe I want to trim this down first. No, I'm not going to trim it down first. Um, Yikes! Sorry. Drop things. Let's see. And since these words are wonky anyway, come here, get in my hand. My hands don't always work the way I wish they did. They should. Not so crooked, just a little crooked. Not that crooked. Stand still. Need exclamation point. Big one. This is the one that's going to stick to my finger. Go up a little higher. Decisions, decisions. Come on. Sometimes these particular kind of stamps are the death of me. Don't stick to that guy. I know, use a pencil eraser. Fine, I will. And something else moves on me. Okay, I finally have this one where I want it. Let's get this one where I want it. Nope. See, it's sticking to the eraser too. Another clucker. It just wants to lay down is the problem. They want to stick together. Okay, I give up. That's the way it's going. There's where I lost my patience. I want that chocolate bunny stamp set, Pam, but I do not have it. It's one of my favorite giggles during Easter time. I can't hear you. Oh, go easy on this because, oh no, I am not happy with that at all, but that's okay. It's gonna have to be fine because I gave up, remember? I probably should have stamped the cluck and then put the afterwards. No worries. We just let it be. We just find ourselves in times of trouble. Mother Mary comes to me. That's these kind of stamps are actually my favorite because I just love to laugh. Okay, now let's finish this doggone card. I want to put these back before I lose them. Especially these little ones are the first ones to get lost. I think I know what I'll do to fix that. I think I'll put a little dash in between. There, I feel better about it. I mean, what's the point of sending a card like this? Except I could send it to my granddaughter who just had a baby and could probably relate, but I don't know. I don't know if she has that kind of sense of humor. Okay, now we're trimming down. So I think I want to go 3 3/4 by 5. That's kind of the light way I like to roll these days. Because it makes more sense too with the smaller stamp. I want this blended out a little better, but because the pigment ink was wet and stays kind of wet, it won't blend out really well. So I'm just going to have to live with that too. All right, let's grab some black. I think I'll grab my black mirror because I'm almost out of my other black. Oh, thanks, Michelle. I should send it to you. I'm going to trim this to 4 by 5 1/4. I almost feel like stitching that on. I'm not going to, but I think it would look cute with it stitched on, don't you? No, I can't take that trip. Hopefully at some point someone will bring a trip to me, but I personally can't. I'm going to sew this down, but I just want to glue it so it stays in place while I'm sewing. I just feel like it needs to be sewed down. I feel like stitching is just a whole part of the chicken experience. And since my sewing machine is just right here, just take a moment. I've got black thread in there right now, and that's fine. I can find the end of my, there it is. I don't keep it plugged in, but it's easy enough. I keep the plug plugged in, but I don't keep the back plugged in. Because I forget to turn off the light, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to get another light for this. Get on there. All right. Can we do a nice, neat job? Maybe. Bye, Chow. Oh, have fun. Good luck for Kyle. Let's keep it right there. Make sure it's on a straight stitch. Around the corner. Oh no, what in the heck? This is bad. This is very bad. You'll see here in a minute. There's something that's smeared, and I don't know why. You know, that's just the luck of the Irish. I don't know. Yeah, it did it on both sides. So there's something on my sewing machine that I didn't know was there. Hopefully I can fix it, friends. Wait till you see. You'd be angry. Jeez. See it? See what happened there? The only thing I could really do to fix that is purposely draw lines there. Do you see? Dang it, Bobby. Why did you do that? I'm just going to draw the line. What else can I do? Oh, that Kathy, hi. Yeah, that spider die is also from Whimsy Stamps, believe it or not. Now, the line isn't even a straight line. That's because I don't sew that straight, friends. And this pen is not really behaving as well as I'd hoped on this particular instance. There's chicken diaries. I'm sorry, really? What are you crawling on me? Yeah, I just caught a spider crawling on me. He was just a little guy. Nothing to freak out about. Mess up my whole card, you stupid thing. Just gonna have to pretend that's part of it. Yeah, I must have sewn something that had dirt on it. I don't know. All right, let's put that on a card base and be done with it. Let's see here. What color do I want? I almost feel like it needs to be red. Red? Oh, thank you, Kathy. I think red works. And to really emphasize the mistakes on there, I think I'll put it on here crooked. But but pop it up. I'm gonna pop it up. I'm almost done, friends. I'm sorry. I hate it when I have to keep you longer, way longer than I expect to. It needs a spider on it. If I had a tiny spider, like itty bitty. So I'll be live tomorrow morning again with my friend Dawn, 9 o'clock Central. And then I'll be live on LV Handcrafted's channel on Saturday. Then I'm taking some time off until next Thursday. I have to get some work done. I've been screwing around. Well, I want to get that D stash out of my way because it's just a big old box, and it's going to be kind of a hassle, which is why I haven't done it before, but it's time. So I'm getting rid of most of my Simon Says Stamps inks. Not because I don't like them, but because I don't use them. The Positively Saturated, I have about, I don't know, 15 of them or so. And then a few of my Catherine Puller minis. Not all of them, just a few. That's as much as I'm getting rid of as far as ink goes. I'm getting rid of my Corrine markers. I have the full set. Let's make sure this is opening the right way. I do want to offset it a little bit. There we go. Hey, Karen. I want to stamp something on the inside. But there's nothing really to say here that isn't said out here. Oh, I know. I really am dying to stamp this guy right here, so I'm going to stamp him on the inside, just probably in white ink. Do I dare? No, I don't. No, I do not. I just don't stamp without a platform, friends. I can't. I can't be trusted. You can barely see that. May take a couple of layers. Hi, Vicky. Yeah, that's good enough. Just so there's something on the inside. All right, friends, that's it for tonight. I'm going to go make myself some dinner. You're late, but that's okay. That's okay. So we've got our husband chicken here with that face. You guys know that face. Everybody that's been married and had a baby knows that face. And we got Mama Chicken pushing out some eggs. But you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts? Thanks, Pam. Yeah, I got to clean up again. This will be the third time I cleaned up today. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Maddie. Look at me. They're $109. I've used them exactly twice and barely at all when I did use them. And so, You know, what a waste. What a waste of money. I bought them because somebody else had them and I had to have them too. I'm not like that anymore. I'm over that, friends. So many questions. Let me just show it up close. So we've got the little sword bung hole. That's not really a butthole though, is it? Well, I don't know what it is. I'm not touching it. All right, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you all and all your patience while I'm struggling on the struggle bus. I hope you have a good one and hope to see some of you tomorrow and maybe tomorrow night on Craft Roulette. Yay! Yeah, so Whimsy Stamps. The stamp set is called What the Cluck. Have an affiliate link down below. There's a 5% discount if you put in all caps, not afraid of color. So take care. Bye.